So today we're going to make a Puffin Stove. It's made out of aluminum cans, just like most of the DIY alcohol stoves that are out there. This one uses 3 different types of cans. The first one is a regular cat food can. This particular one is a small can that was about 50 cents on the clearance rack at the grocery store. The second can you need is one of the smaller cans. These are typically Red Bull. This one is an espresso double shot from Starbucks. I chose this one because I actually drank it and I really don't like Red Bull. The third can you need is just a regular soda can, and the bottom of this is going to be the bottom for the stove. Start out by drawing the hole in the bottom of the cat food can. I use a quarter to make the line for the hole. It's about the right size that you need to get a nice burn. Once you drill it out, you're going to clean up the hole and enlarge it with a Dremel tool till you get a nice round hole, and it's going to be about exactly the size of a quarter. Next, you're going to score the cat food can. I take a blade and place it in a book and then rotate the can on the blade to score the can. Once that's done, you can kind of work with it a little bit and it'll break off and give you a nice even edge. And there's your cut cat food can with the hole in the top. Next, cut the bottom off of the soda can using the blade to score the can. The bottom ring is prepared by taking the bottom of the soda can and sanding it down so the center section will pop out. I use rough and then fine sandpaper. Once the center section is popped out of the ring, you clean it up with a sandpaper and you have a very nice bottom for your stove. The trick with cutting the inner can is to get the height exactly right. I place the blade on top of the cat food can and ring to get the right height. Here it's at the E in espresso. Once you've got all 3 pieces cut out, I like to dry fit them to make sure they fit together nicely. Here you've got the outer and inner cans and the bottom ring, and they all fit together really nicely. Next, we need to mark where the holes go on the 2 cans. I take a strip of paper and tape it to the can and mark the circumference of the can on the paper. Then this circumference can be divided up to show where the holes are. There are 9 holes in the outer can and 7 holes in the inner can. This strip is for the outer can and has 9 holes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here I am punching the holes in the inner can. I use just a regular paper hole punch. It does a great job with the thin aluminum. And here's the outer can with the holes punched in it as well. The next step is to glue it all together. I mix up by JB weld and start by placing a rim along the inside of the lower ring. A toothpick or a little bamboo spike or something like that works well to spread it around. Once you get it all spread around the inner ring, you place the inner ring on the bottom of the smaller inside can, snug it down, and then a paper towel soaked in alcohol works really well to clean it all up. Either isopropyl alcohol, or if you want to be snippy, you can use the alcohol from your stove. Next, spread some JB Weld along the rim of the outer cat food can and place it down on top of the stove. This should fit fairly snugly. And once that's pressed together, you're going to take more JB Weld and kind of fill the space in between the bottom ring and the cat food can to get a nice seal there and make sure the stove stays together. Alcohol on a paper towel will be used to clean it up once it's spread around.
So here's the finished stove. The other thing you're going to make is a simmer ring out of some extra material from your soda can taped on there with some aluminum tape. The final product weighs 11 grams and should perform fairly well on the trail.